You ask me what I'm sipping on and what are my dreams, yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you, honey, it's only one thing. I'm sipping Untitled XO Cognac.
Welcome to Max's Cognac Review. Thanks for joining me, fellow cognac connoisseurs. Today I'll be reviewing Hennessy XO, or Extra Old. For those of you who don't know, XO means it's been aged for a minimum of 6 years. The minimum for XO used to be 8 years. It got brought down to 6, and now the law changed. Cognac is highly regulated, and they have decided the minimum for XO will be 10 years. I believe they're giving them a couple years to adjust, but in the future, the minimum age will be 10 years for XOs. All cognacs are blended from many different eau de vies, from many different cognacs. So although the minimum years are 6 or 10 years, they are ranging all the way up to 30 years of age and contain everything in between. So I'm going to give it a nose, let you guys know what I think. Very nice color. Very beautiful smell. Absolute soft, delicate, floral notes, jasmine, honeysuckle, a little bit of ripe blueberry, strawberry. Being that it's an XO and it's been aged so many years, it has little to no alcohol. Obviously, the longer cognac ages, the more alcohol dissipates, and the more refined and gentle, sophisticated cognac you'll get. The VSOPs are pretty harsh, but I think they're sippable. If you get down to the VS only aged for a minimum of 2 years, they're very, very intense and pretty much undrinkable by themselves. VSOPs, of course, or very special old pales, is the in-between, and it is a minimum of 4 years labeling for VSOPs. So I'm going to give it a taste here. Again, very floral, very light. Honey, jasmine, really light floral aromas, as well as a lot of fruit, very sweet fruit, and a lot of dark, dried red fruits. No burn. It is very smooth. You know, Hennessy doesn't use any specific region of eau de vie. A lot of people will tell you they use Uni Blanc, and Uni Blanc is the grape that is used. But in France, they call grapes and they decide wines by the region. So you don't really call a wine a Uni Blanc or a certain cognac Uni Blanc. You dictate it by either the Borderies or Petit Champagne grape or Grand Champagne grape, and these are based on the actual area where it was grown, not the type of grape. Basically, everybody uses Uni Blanc or Folie Blanche. It's basically like saying you use, apples for apple juice. But that being said, this is very smooth, very delicate, long, smooth finish. I think it's hard to hate this. It doesn't have immense character like a strictly Grand Champagne XO would. It doesn't have, the definition. It's just a very soft, well-balanced, well-rounded, fruity, floral, delicate cognac. If you like something with very little alcohol, this is for you. This is where you're getting to the point where you have a little bit of what they call rancho. Rancho is a nutty oilness. It's a taste and a nose that is hard to describe, but it comes after about 10 years of barrel aging, and it's a very, very soft, rich creaminess that you can only really know by actually smelling it yourself. Again, I think this is great, a perfect XO to start out, definitely on the higher end, and it's debatable whether it's worth the money or not, but I think you really can't take away from it. It has a very well-rounded, very fruity, I believe, ratio-filled nose and taste to it. So I can definitely recommend it. I'm going to give this a rating. For me, although it is a little expensive, I think it's a pretty decent XO, and I'm going to give it a 91 out of 100. Thanks for joining me. Until next time.
Yeah, I popped the XO, sipping on XO, the Don of the West Coast, hopping out the stretch roads. Red carpet when I step.